Hi everybody, my name is Shelby Rainwater, and today I'm going to be reading chapter 22 of Nuts to You. So a little bit about myself. I currently live in upstate New York, very long way from North Carolina, but I did used to live there and I did attend Arthur Edwards many years ago. Miss Bayless was actually my 5th grade teacher, and she is still one of my favorite teachers to this day. And then some of you may also know my mom. She works in the office. Miss Lori or Miss AB, whatever you guys call her, that's my mama. So we're going to go ahead and get started on chapter 22. I also have a listener here. Her name is Bailey. So here we go. Both groups of squirrels turned towards Charette. The old man chuckled. He said, "Charette, you silly girl, look around you. You're in the grove, dear." But his friends and neighbors stared at the newcomers in bewilderment. "Who are all of you?" one of them called out. "Why are you here?" someone shouted. "Why did all of you come at once? What do you want?" A grumbling arose. The shouts turned quickly to, "Get out of here, leave us alone, and go back to your own grove." But, said Charette. "Who's gonna make us?" said Burke. He stepped forward, ready to fight. "Yeah," said Jip. "Who?" He struck a menacing pose just aft of Burke, who he hoped to use as a shield if the going got nasty. Behind them, their baffled compatriots tensed up and prepared to defend themselves. The pups ran to their mothers. Sutsa turned to Jed. "Now what?" she said. Jed jumped up onto a stump where he could be seen by everyone. "We're squirrels just like you," he said, "and we brought our own nuts. May I tell you a story?" Story first, fight later, as the saying goes. Jed hoped it would hold true. He wasted no time. Amid the thick and intertwining boughs, among the limbs, branches, and leafy twigs of our grove, he began, the buzz paths ran. Even the very oldest squirrel cannot remember a time when they were not there. The squirrels crept toward him. Without planning to, they stood closer and closer together. Maybe you have been in a group of people all listening together to a really good storyteller. Maybe it's your Uncle Norrell at Thanksgiving dinner. Everyone listens together and laughs together, and it makes us feel closer. It makes us feel like a family. Jed was a quiet squirrel. He wasn't a performer, but he forgot himself and he spoke from his heart. He was so sure now that every squirrel would want to hear his story that they did. He told of the hawk, the new grove, the reddish squirrels, Chai and Sutsa, and the terrible cutting. He told how no one would listen and how they came up with the idea of the game. By the time he came to the end, which was the part right before he started telling the story, everyone felt that they had been by his side through every twist and turn. That didn't mean they all believed what they were hearing. They weren't sure they were supposed to. Maybe it was just an entertainment. "Now see," said Zek, "that was so much better than the first time you told it. And you put parts in about us. That was a good idea." "I've chewed my finger claws practically down to the nubs just listening," said a squirrel from the new grove. "If something like that was to actually happen, I don't know what I would do." "But it did actually happen," said Jutta. "That's the whole point. It did happen, didn't it?" All eyes turned to Jed. He looked at the sky. Through the nearly leafless trees, he could see that the sun was about to fall below the horizon. There would be light for a little while yet. "Come see for yourselves," he said. "I think there is just time." So that was the end of chapter 22, Story First, Fight Later. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the book.